I too also want to pay my sympathies to Dr. Martin O'Donnell and his wife Veronica and his daughters and sons, and to Deputy Kieran O'Donnell, who is our colleague here in the House. Dr. Martin O'Donnell was one of the co-founders in 1968 of the St. Joseph's Foundation in Charleville, and I heard many stories today of him going from house to house to looking for funding to open up a place for them to go. And the first place they went was the parochial house in Charleville. And I've been involved with St. Joseph's for many, many years, and I was one of the people that helped him get the Liskinnet in Grana, which has an equestrian centre, and for people to come, it's built in a forestry, 80 acres. It's absolutely fantastic. And for what St. Joseph's Foundation have stood for in our area is huge. In Grana is the parish that it's in. St. Joseph's Foundation have a lot of houses throughout the country, in Cork, in Kerry, in Limerick. It's unbelievable what they do. But for them to go forward, they need supports, they need funding. Everything has changed now for them. People that before could come to the likes of Liskinnet and Grana can't come there now because of the restrictions, because before so many of them could travel within a bus. Now they can't, because they have small minibuses with 6 or 8 seats. They can't do this with the social distancing. And it's heartbreaking, because it's absolutely fantastic facility and run by fantastic people. But one thing we've got to look for in this is the volunteers. I've said at the very start, Dr. Martin O'Donnell was one of the co-founders of St. Joseph's Foundation in 1968. Volunteering their time, volunteering their efforts. When I look at this, there are 1,250 carers in Ireland that are over the age of 70 years. 400 of these carers are over 80 years of age. Capacity has lessened in the day services due to the social distancing, which impacts centre-based day services. People with disabilities were identified as a high risk by NPHET. Services responded quickly and kept the numbers extremely low. However, this meant restricting day services and providing supports in residential settings. The National Federation of Voluntary Service Providers have said that they are now providing up to 40% of COVID care. This, to most people, are getting between 2 and 3 days day service per week. Because capacity has lessened in the day services to meet the regulations, it is not possible to accommodate the pre-COVID numbers in centres-based day services. How many people using the disability services are prevented from working because having an underlying condition themselves? We have seen people coming and working in the shops, working in St. Joseph's Foundation, in the restaurant, everyone like a community working together. Because of their underlying conditions, they no longer have that service and they can't go out and meet the other people, which is what is there for them. They haven't been able to work in their jobs, and there is no alternative in place for them. This is very difficult for them and their families. I will conclude on this. Drumculloch Respite Centre is under the same regulation as nursing homes. I do know, Minister, they were on to they need to be open, they need funding, they need to expand so they can cater for the people for respite. They've even converted an office to make extra room for respite for people. But again, there's a lot of volunteers raising funding for this. We need your help. Deputy Moynihan, I wish you very, very well in the chairperson. And I do know that you will do your best to help, that your hearts are in the right place. Thank you.
Just,